Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you've had a fantastic weekend and that you're now preparing for your holidays. I hope that all of you had great shopping for Cyber Monday and Black Friday. I know that I did. I really had a good time. And if you haven't, feel free to join my giveaway where you can actually win one Wahala palette and a foundation from Juvia's Place. It is still open. It runs till the 20th of December. So I'm very excited to see who's actually going to win this. I'm very, very happy that so many people have decided to participate. I've done my very first Advent look. I've stayed true to the Christmas colors of green and red, and I hope that you like the look that I'm doing. I did use the Wahala 2 palette quite a lot in this. I used the same shade that I used last week. Today I want to say thank you to Ketki, who's a close friend of mine. She loves makeup and she watches my videos and gives me so much feedback, so many pointers. I really love talking to her about makeup, and you know, it's always inspiring, always encouraging when someone actually gets a useful tip from one of these videos. If you have ideas on looks that you want to see, feel free to just drop them in the comments, you know, because I'll pick them up and eventually get around to doing them. Let's get down to learning how to make this look. I'm going to begin by going in with Unbothered from the Colored Rain palette. I'm going to be applying that here just to the crease in my eyes. As you can see, I'm already applying it, and this is very, very pigmented, so you don't need too much pigment to create this effect. I have prepped my eyes already, and I'm just doing a very basic outline here. Today I will take care to not go overboard because last time I did. I'm just applying this color here. I'm leaving a bit of space at the top because I like to put a different color over there. And now I'm doing the same for this eye. I'm going in with Unbothered, applying this to my crease. As you can see, a lot of pigment comes from just one use of the brush. What I like about these pigments are they're not crumbly. These are very beautiful matte pigments that don't crumble a lot, and they're very vibrant. So it really works. It's very convenient to use that because there's not a lot of cleanup afterwards. Now that that's done, I'm going to go in and blend with a clean brush. Just a little bit to get rid of those very straight edges. So I'm just blending all of this as much as I can. Doing the same thing here. Now that I've actually put on the tape over there, I'm just going to blend a bit more. I'm going to go back in and I'm going to use my concealer in order to create the cut crease, which I will then be filling up. In order to make your cut crease pop, it's good to use a concealer or a base that's very, very light. So I'm using the lightest concealer that I could find on Juvia's Place. You can also use a makeup base like the ones from P. Louise, which I have heard are amazing. It's also good to use a concealer that actually will dry quickly. Now, unfortunately, the Juvia's Place concealer doesn't actually do that, which is why I have to apply my makeup fairly fast after applying this. But if you can find one that actually does give you that effect, then by all means go for it. I'm starting with Level Up, which is a beautiful green from the Colored Rain Vivid Pigments palette. And I'm going to be applying it here to my cut crease. And I'm going to be dabbing my brush onto my eyelid instead of swiping it across, because then I probably will get more pigment. So this is the second or third shade I think that I've used from the Vivid Pigments palette, and I would say that it's actually quite bright. It's just taking a bit of time to get the color from the pigment onto my eyelid. So I do believe that I actually found it a lot easier to get the green pigment from the Afrique palette onto my eyes. This was taking a bit of time to come onto my eyelid, and I'm pretty sure you can see there are a few patches. It's not very easy to apply this. So I decided to try out Niger again from the Afrique palette because I remember when I used that, it really gave me a beautiful and vibrant green. So I'm just taking that and I'm putting it on top of this. And I think that this actually works a lot better as a matte shade. I think between the two shades that I've tried, this actually might be the better of the two, and they're practically the same color. So I'm just going to go in with that color on the other side. Oh yes, I'm pretty sure that you can see that there's a big difference in the way that this color applies and Level Up was applying. This one seems to be doing a lot better. It's easy to blend. Much easier to manage and to blend in. So I'm following the cut crease that I've created, just filling it in, and then I'm going to be going in with my next color, which is going to be a shimmery green. Right, so I have finished applying the matte green to both of my eyes, and I think that this is fine for a base. I'm going to now go in with some glittery greens to kind of make my eyes pop a bit more. I've decided that I'm going to use Money from the Wahala 2 palette. I used the same shade last week, and I just really like it. So I think that I'm going to go in here with this. So this is one of the duochromes from the new palette, and it's a really beautiful color. As you can probably see, it's making a very big difference to the way that this green pops, which is what I wanted. So I'm just gonna take that and put it in the center of my eyelid. Now I'm going over to the other side and I'm going to do the same thing. Just going to apply this beautiful green to most of my eyelid, not the full thing. I'm bringing a tiny bit over to the inner crease just to kind of make it look like it's more gradual. I'm using ASAP, which is a very dark brown from the Wahala 2. Now I'm going to go with Sakoto, which is from my Saharan palette. I'm just going to apply that red under my eye. Right, so this is my look. I'm just going to go in and just blend my eyeshadow over here a bit more. So just to top off the look, I want to add some gold in, and I'm using 24K from BH Cosmetics. I'm just adding a teeny bit of gold right there to the area there near my eye, just to kind of make it stand out a bit more. Kind of blending that in a bit with Unbothered, because I felt that, you know, Christmas isn't really complete without the shiny gold. I think their shades are very affordable and they're just fantastic if you don't want to spend too much but you want to get a lot of different colors. This really is, you know, the brand for you. I have 2 of their palettes, and I just feel the color payoff is quite good. I'm using my favorite eye pencil, which is from Revlon. It's called the One Stroke Defining Eyeliner, and I get these whenever I go to India. I found that these blending sponges are really nice to apply foundation. I was previously using brushes, and honestly, now that I've used this, I don't think I want to go back to using brushes. It's just so much easier to use a blending sponge. And as you can see, I'm just going in again closer to my eye, and you can even use this to kind of correct your makeup if you feel that, you know, it's not looking as nice as it ought to. You can feel free to just go in there, use it to correct those places. I'm just gonna apply a bit more here, because Juvia's Places foundation and concealer are full coverage. So if you feel that there's certain areas that you need to cover up, if you feel there's certain areas that need to be covered up, this is a good foundation to use. And I'm just gonna go in my head, my forehead. I'm just going in with a slightly lighter concealer, putting just a tiny bit underneath my eye, because I just want to make my eyes a bit brighter. And then I am going to be going in with a setting powder. So, like I said, take the pointy end and just blend as you go. Okay. And also remember that your foundation will change color after a while. So it's always good to kind of test the foundation out before you actually wear it in public. So just remember that your foundation tends to change color after you've applied it to your skin, and this is why it's good to test out the foundation by wearing it maybe at home. See how it changes color on your face to know if it really does match your skin. This is Juvia's Places setting powder. I'm taking this brush, so I'm just lastly, I'm going in with my shade stick, which is so cute. I love the way it just looks like a lipstick. Just putting some there. Here. It's not a very dark shade, but it really does add a bit to my face, I would say. So yeah. Now that I have done that, I'm gonna go in with my blending brush and just blend. now I'm going in with my lip liner. Now I'm going to take my very first Juvia's Place lipstick, which is actually from the Freak collection, and it's a very bright red. I think that it will add to the Christmas vibe that I'm going for. I hope that creating this look was easy for you. If you find it difficult to create cut creases, remember that, you know, it takes time and practice. It's good to always go as slow as you can and have a rounded kind of brush, because that generally helps. It's also good to use a makeup base or a foundation, because that really brings out the vibrancy of color that you're looking for. So all of that always can impact the way that your makeup looks on your face. And I will be doing a lot more videos during the Christmas season, so stay tuned for all of that, and I'll see you soon for the next one.